African Culture Get Talking. Today we want to talk about culture, and we have one of my friends.
Guka, but my names are Tisto Iribo. I'm Guka's clan.
Guka's clan. And you? Very big. Don't do. Let's call me Don't do. Oh, Don't do. So Guka's clan, can you explain to us something about culture?
For me, my own perspective, my view of culture would be dated back from the very beginning, because first we need to understand what is African culture, because the very early man never had anything called religion, but culture and the current thing people call the worship of God, it was all connected. Our way of living, our cultural way of living, our behavior made our religion. So generally, African culture is respect, is based on respect. From understanding who your father is, your mother, your creator, the brother, the clans, everything in our African culture was alive. We don't have living and unliving. For example, even a rock that I pick from the ground like this, in our African culture, it has its own life, because it's a part of our mother's skin, which is this land here, our mother. So this rock here is alive. Culturally, I have to respect even this rock, now regardless of, now point about the plants, the insects, by understanding the human way and respecting the world and everything in it, you are living in a cultural way. So African culture had its own rules, but if you break these rules, once you stop following this culture, because culture cannot be dictated. We cannot sit here and start deciding that from today our African culture will be this way and this way. No, that is something that is already in our DNA. We have no option, we cannot bend it, we have to follow it. Now once we stop following this culture, there are repercussions. Repercussions are what we are seeing today. Something we can term as madness, pollution of its highest degree, disrespect. And me, in Guka's clan, what I specialize on, what I specifically target, is letting people to understand exactly who their creator is, who their mother is, and what it really means to be humans in relation to this earth. And once we tackle this, we all become culturally bounded to our land here. Now, our land, for example, in religion, what you can call as religion in the cultural time is just a basic way of honoring God and the hierarchy of God. The hierarchy of God would mean from one agreement, we can all agree regardless of which religion you come from, that we are all created by one source. So that is something that everybody can agree, that there is only one source who came to this earth and made us possible. So that is the Father, that's our creator, and that is something that we never stop.
And our forefather used to go and pray in the mountains.
Yeah, in the mountains, and some by the lakesides, big water bodies, valleys. These, you know why they would go to the mountain is because the only way they believe they would honor God is through creation, art, with art. So if I create a monument or a temple that honors the gods, so which is the most natural monument that has been created by the gods? It's the mountains. So by going to the mountain, they are not worshipping the mountain, they are going to that mountain to show the creator that they truly understand the mighty of that creator. So this mountain becomes like a sacred or a holy place, where if you want to show our Father or the creator that we honor him, we gather through to the mountain. Why? There's something that inspiration we get from the mountain. Those who are away from the mountain, like people who are near the lakeside, this is where the fish come from, this is where our ancestors have grown from. They will do their offerings and sacrifices by the same lake, because everything honors the creator.
But nowadays, do you think that this young generation can go on?
No, it's not possible. It's not even possible to convince a young person why it would be important to go maybe for a pilgrimage by the mountains, because of what you can say religion. If you go back to the word religion, it means shackle together. So everybody has been shackled in groups. So they will never agree on one thing. But the same Bible and the book say that whoever shall accomplish the kingdom of God is one who becomes like a child. Why? A child will only follow what the parents tell them. So if I found my ancestors worshipping by the mountain, it does not mean that's my mountain. It's the mountain, something that I cannot understand how the gods created it. So when I'm there, I'm too looking at the most magnificent creation, and that is what touches the Creator. So when he sees me doing that, he will, or the all-seeing eye. I don't want to say he or she, because no one can really tell the nature of the Creator. Because even you created your throne, but the throne cannot tell your nature, but you can tell the nature of the throne, because it does not know where you came from. So what we'll say, just believe that there is the eye. God, the Creator, is looking at everything we do. So doing those things gives us benefits.
Oh, brother, can you say something? The word of today is mining enslaved Africa. And mining is the hope of the future of Africa. Pardon. Mining enslaved Africa. Mining enslaved Africa.
Enslaved Africa.
Mining is the hope of Africa. Mining is the hope of the future. And mining enslaved Africa.
And the best thing about Africa is that you cannot cheat nature. Nature means the ancient order that existed. There was the order that was left here. There was the first man. There was the order that this will be your physical representative of God. That's a king. These will be the prophet. These will be the servants. These will do this. Just like the way the ants operate, everybody had a purpose. Now that order, which is the hierarchy of the ancient time, can't be broken. So what we are doing here right now, we are trying to cheat it. That's why we have brought the system of money, going to school, blah, blah, putting people in things that they don't love doing, but they have to do because of money, you see. But that is like trying to cheat the ancient order, where kings are no longer existing, prophets no longer make sense. But now what happens, it's not the first time humans have tried to cheat this order. They have been trying, and that's why documentations have been there of the world ending several times. The book of Noah, Lot, and even other cultures have documented the world ending. And the pyramids, how do you think the pyramids exist? We cannot even tell how they were designed, yet they are there. That means there was a time when humans were more advanced than today, to an extent that they could actually construct pyramids. And then something came and a catastrophe happened and they all perished. So even now, we have also done the same. Monuments, buildings, ships, nuclear. Once we reach the peak, again, we will crash. That's the world ending. And now humans restart again. Because the ancient order has to go back. There has to be this, the gods, the leadership, the prophet. This is not something that we can do without. Once we do without, something crashes. And then kings. How do you know kings? Like you say you're a better king. This is not something you bought and sell to the shop, where I can say, no, I want a crown like this, I'm going to buy. I cannot say I want a seat like this, I'm going to buy. No. In your ancient time, because reincarnation is real, reincarnation is very, very real. I have to tell you the truth. This seat you once sat on it. That crown you once sat on it, okay? And there was something that made you a king at some point. And then once that crown was taken from you, remember the book says Nebuchadnezzar was a king, and then he was dethroned and spent in the wilderness. This wilderness is not the 7 years they say. They could be like the 7 heavens, where you died, whatever happened in your past, you are reborn in this metropolitan time, and now your spirit, because it realizes that it was once a king, it starts channeling itself towards that direction. That's why, while other people are going for other styles and culture, because they have been consumed by the system, no, you say, I want to wear like this. You wear this is woven by hand, because at some point, you wore those kind of unique items, you see. So this is what happens. We are heading there, and these are prophetic times. So these are not jokes. These are very prophetic times. The world will shake. The world is gonna shake because the world is already shaking.
Or the prophetic time.
Yeah, because the Bible, even the Quran, and all the other books, they're all sacred. They have information that has been scattered like pieces. If you put it together, you'll realize that we are in the bad times. What does that mean? It means, today if you look at around, you'll see prostitution is very common today. Like, where ukiwa na do, you can easily get any girl. Even the women who are doing their kiosk businesses, wale wanauza pale waiter, you can see they're always trying to dress in a way that this is sexual, you know. Why? Because it's not, it's money. They are being paid little and they have to earn extra. They are using transport, they have children. So prostitution has advanced to a way where even you can see massages. Massage, yet a woman, the amechorwa showing her butt. Massage, it's all sexual. Massage, 3,000 points. And you all know even while driving, if I go to that massage and I want to sleep with her, I'll sleep with her. Sasa unaona, unajua vizuri, if you sleep with that woman, all you have to do ni kulipa, si ndio? So, this is another way of cleverly saying that prostitution is illegal, but we can smartly cheat that system and make it possible in the same country. And now let me tell you, this does not go unpunished. And it's all us saying, it's the world of our black culture. There's just that spirit in the world, of our world, that does not allow for that to happen. And that's why you see things like Gen Z, mara watu wanaanza kukua cheesy, people are parliamentarians just adding money all the time. Tunakuwa kama cheesy. Uchafu imejaa. If you look at the rivers, they are polluted. The rivers are polluted, ni trash kila wakati, nyeusi. Every time, yet we are saying we are working towards it. When this is not normal, this is just the same spirit trying to curse us. Pole pole tutakuwa maskini, wasichana wetu watakosa value, and then they are going to be sad at the end of the day. What happens?
Say something.
They get polluted.
What I can say is, as I said earlier, mining is West Africa, and mining is the hope of Africa. We need to stop.
Mining enslave Africa, and mining is the hope of Africa.
Exactly. We are the ones who sign the bad deals. We are the ones who sign contracts without reading them. We are the ones who accepted a bad deal. We are the ones who complain. Yeah. So we should stop getting our mining resources and sending them abroad to be processed, and they come back while the price is double even. That's all I can say.
True. But there is also a solution to this. First of all, I can say leaders are born. Leaders are not made, they are born. You're born a leader. For example, if you see a polluted river, we will all look at it. But there is someone who's going to take it so personal and is going to hurt them, because this is a born leader. He feels that this is our mother. This is her blood stream. It's supposed to be clean. There is life there. There are fishes there. There are animals there which are very important. Even if you don't eat them, they have a world of their own. We are polluted, they no longer exist. That's someone who feels that pain, is a born leader. Now this person will never get up there, because at the end of the day, probably they don't have the degrees. Senior, there are so many barriers that stops these people from taking power. Why? You want to be someone, you need to be trained in a specific level. If these people are so learned and they are so educated, how do you give away an entire airport for 238 billion shillings for 30 years? Yani 238 billion, pesa ambayo tunaweza ita matajiri hapa na watufanyie harambee na tufanye hiyo airport vile inafaa. Ati we are signing off our airport for that year. So that is someone who is educated saying, hey guys, we have agreed, this is very good, and they are selling their country and they are giving their country away. And this is not the only thing, okay? First of all, by doing that, this person is doing it because he's considering money only. He doesn't have the pride of the land. You know, there's that pride.
They say that Kenya we have tamaduni. Tamaduni, not tamaduni.
Tamaduni.
So in Kenya we have tamaduni,
yes,
not tamaduni.
Someone who just, it's crazy, it's a curse. It's also a curse. It's a curse.
Kenya we have tamaduni, not tamaduni.
Tamaa kubwa duni ambayo ni curse, kwa sababu the more you eat, the more you want.
Culture of eating.
The more you want, the more you, and the money is
they say it's our time to eat.
And which is now, and the more they say, it becomes dirty. But I can also speak about some prophetic words from the book. They say that in the end, the beast will come with a number. You won't trade, you won't eat, you won't sell, you won't do anything without that number. Okay? Who are being told? It's us. Our ancestors who are being prophesied of a future that was coming. Alright? This number that will come. Now here we are saying that the preachers are telling us the number will come, and they say 666. So what is a 666? A diversion. Why? I'm going to put meat there. All the dogs are going to bark there. Oh, while I steal. So the 666 number, is it the number of the beast? No. The number of the beast is already here, and it's cash, currency. It's a number. If my ancestor was asked, what is this note? They're going to say it's a paper with number on it. What is this coin? It's a coin with number. There are numbers. You need to eat, you need 100 numbers. So these numbers are already here, and that is what is corrupting everything. Because that's why our leaders can easily sign away our life, our lifestyle for these numbers. You get it? And the more these numbers you have, remember it's the number of the beast, so you become possessed with it. You have billions, you want more billions. You got billions, you want trillions. You get it? And this money, even if you said I'm not gonna work, I'm just gonna enjoy and eat, you won't finish. But there's that demon that has possessed you, that I'm gonna keep taking this number and this number. And this number, we are so deep-rooted in it. Right now, if you are, for example, ukapigwa na mtu, if you are assaulted and you want a P3 fob, it will cost you 1,000 shillings. How many people out there are so poor? They were assaulted yesterday, they are bleeding, and they don't have that 1,000. So haezi, right yako haezi patikana. Is that not that's the number? You won't even have justice without that number. You won't trade without the money. You won't eat today without money. You won't sleep without money.
Thank you, brother.
Welcome.
Tell us something before we close this chapter.
We conclude.
As a parting shot, I'd like to say that we should all be working towards a better Africa, Africa for the future. So that we can now grow from our contemporary military policies into a large military policy.
Yeah, that's better.
For me, we need to focus on trying to retracing our roots so that we can know which way is good and which way is bad.
For me, what I can say is that we need to focus on the leadership part. First of all, we need to trash this idea of someone has to be, unafaa ufike level fulani ya education ndio uweze kuwa leader. I think they should base that on language. If you can speak English and Swahili fluently and you have a brain, I think we can all change, because we will have people now who want to change, because people who are poor, people who have been eating the trash, they don't have the degrees. They know the problems happening down here. So maybe if you give these people a chance up there, we can. And then vote next time by just being pure. Don't vote because of money. That's a bad shit. Vote if someone has promised you to change, give them that chance.
African Culture Ghetto King, make sure subscribe, like and share. Culture to the world.
Guka's clan.
Every day, all day.
Every day, all day.
Yatisto Irimo of Guka. Call me Guka.